Tell us about the Calcutta Street development.
Your husband defrauded your friends and neighbours of tens of thousands of pounds. And you did nothing.
Oh. When I found out, I went to the police and...
And?
I couldn't do it.
Exactly. Nothing. What about Sebastian Franklin? Right, kid. He told you about your husband's gun, and you did, oh, nothing. Anna Windass, she told you that your husband sexually assaulted her and set her up for the sentence she's currently serving, and you did,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
It must be so...
Recognise this? Looks like you, doesn't it? But the name is...
Teresa Frost.
Found at that lovely cottage that you and your husband rented.
I've never seen it before. I...
Don't tell me. You didn't know. You've known all along.
Look, I appreciate you've got a job to do, but my client is a victim as well.
So keep being told. But for all I know, they did this together. To cover up the scam, perhaps.
How can you say that?
Because, like I said, I deal in facts and evidence. And then there's the money.
The, 56,000 euros we found on the boat. Enough to survive for a good year or two, or more, depending on your destination. You told your friends you were planning to leave Weatherfield for good.
You think we were planning to sail off into the sunset?
France, maybe. Ireland.
Make our getaway on some leaky old fishing boat.
Perfectly seaworthy, apparently.
I'm a middle-aged mum. I work in a cab office.
If you only intended it for a pleasure cruise round the bay, then why did your husband hire it for a week?
He didn't.
There's a receipt. Presumably because he didn't want the boat hire firm to alert anyone when their boat wasn't returned.
I didn't know. I don't know anything about this.
Right now, it looks like you and your husband almost got away with it. But something went wrong. And now you want to blame everything on the one who's not here.
Oh, you're wrong.
People are dead. The facts and the evidence connect you to these crimes.
I loved him. That's my crime. I married a monster.
How could your husband have made a fake passport without your knowledge?
Told you I've never seen it before.
And then there's the money. 56,000 euros is a lot of money to hide. You claim you didn't know about it?
My client has already told you that she knew nothing about that money.
Check the bag for fingerprints, because you won't find any, and the passport. Pat must have been deluded if he'd think I'd go anywhere with him after I found out what he'd done. I hated him.
Hated him enough to want to kill him?
No.
It's interesting you talk about him in the past tense, because Mr. Phelan's body hasn't yet been found.
Come on, he's presumed dead.
Tell me again. What happened up on that sea wall?
He lunged at me and moved, and he fell over the edge.
Fell?
Yes.
I'm struggling to make sense of your version of events, Eileen.
We are getting nowhere here.
I'm simply trying to ascertain that things happened as your client explains, or if, in fact, she knew everything about Mr. Phelan. And when she knew we were on our way to save her own skin, she pushed him.
You have got absolutely no evidence to back up what you're suggesting. And my client is the victim in all this. There's nothing she could have done to change what happened to Mr. Phelan last night.